Good evening, everybody. Broadcasting here from, where am I? I'm at Dallas Dew House this evening. Beaming from Forest, up in Speyside. I seem to be in a different location every week, which is quite exciting. But it is a little bit tricky in my old age remembering where I am on occasions, especially when the Murray McDavid team have had such a busy week. Lots going on, lots to update you guys about. So yeah, get yourself a dram if you haven't already. I see some of you actually, which is really quite wonderful. I see some of you have been pouring yourselves a dram and sharing pictures within our Facebook group, Murray McDavid Whisky Club. So good on you folks for sharing your pictures and sharing those delicious looking drams. That Glenbergie looks a delight. But this evening, I'm going to keep it local. I'm going to keep it Speyside. It's one of our core releases within our benchmark range. It's the 9-year-old liquid. And it's been, of course, initially filled into refill bourbon hogsheads, as most of the spirits that we buy from source are. And we've re-racked it into a first fill Oloroso sherry hogshead. So, you know, we've got wonderful depth and richness of character from that dry, fruity style of sherry, the Oloroso sherry. The liquid spirit, you know, really light, fragrant, really, really fruity on the top notes there as well. I'm going to strategically place that on my tabletop there. Bottled at 46%. So, you know, on a Whisky Wednesday, it's nothing too powerful, nothing too taxing on the palate. We're going to save that until the weekend jams. But on a Wednesday, we'll keep it fairly sophisticated if you don't mind. I'm going for the 9-year-old liquid. But if you have any other drams in your glass, share pictures on our Murray McDavid Whisky Club Facebook group. All are welcome to join. It's a nice little page to have a little look behind the curtain at what we're doing at Murray McDavid, and of course, you know, it's a bit of a forum to discuss everything going on, not just with Murray McDavid, but in the whiskey world. We're always interested to hear what you guys and girls have to say about what's going on out there. So yeah, join the club and let's get chatting and sharing a few drams. So this Whisky Wednesday, folks, we'll start off with a cheers or a slange. Oh, that's what we need on these cold evenings up here. Driving back from Coleburn, well, just about half an hour ago, and temperatures down at -2 out there at the moment. I think over here in Forest dipped to -10. Quite remarkable. That's 2 pairs of socks that you'll be requiring out of the warehouse on these occasions. Right, enough with the nonsense. Let's get to it. So, folks, today, of course, is International Women's Day. And, well, in the background of this stream here, we have the wonderful Liv, who's maintaining and managing great content on our social media pages at the moment with Murray McDavid and ACO Spirits. So Liv, shout out to Liv, doing a great job. If you have any questions, folks, as you're watching along, type away, and it will be more than likely Liv will get back to you with a reply. And you know, of course, you know, there's the wider team of Murray McDavid and ACO Limited, women who do incredible work. You know, I'm at the front doing all the chaotic things. We have, you know, the bottling and logistics team, you know, Zoe and Kirsty running up that department, making sure that all of our spirits are in the correct bottles, labels are on the right bottles, and, you know, making sure, you know, with the logistics team, making sure that all of our wonderful products get to our customers around the world. You know, we've got Terry and Ailey up in Coleburn. They're the ones that you know, really get down into the nitty gritty in managing our cask whiskey stocks on our database. keeping everything refreshed and up to date with, you know, what whiskies we're re-racking into what casks, and managing all of that detail, which of course, you know, without all of that behind the scenes goings on, it would be next to impossible to manage, you know, the 40,000, soon to be many more casks that we have maturing in our warehouses. So team, shout out, cheers to that. Keep on keeping on. Any excuse for another sip of that liquid. So moving on, yes, the week that has passed since we last spoke, many things going on within the Murray McDavid team. We've had young Dan down in Birmingham, which I touched upon briefly last week. I didn't actually ever hear if anybody did take Dan to task about the Tormore. So if anybody did get to taste that Tormore down in Birmingham, I'd love to hear from you. Love to hear what you thought about that. Actually, I think there was a video where somebody said it tasted like sunshine in a glass, which, oh, you know, during winter, that is exactly what you need, sunshine in a glass. So if you've not managed to try it yet, fear not, because I think it might be out on the road again in the next couple of weeks. The team will be down in Alloa at the Clackmannanshire Whisky Festival this Saturday, I think it is. Not sure 100% if the Tormore's there. We'll probably give that an announcement on social media later in the week. But it will definitely be a dram that will be on pour at one of our many Spirit of Speyside whiskey events. And of course, in tradition now of our Whisky Wednesday videos, of course I'm going to talk your ear off about the Spirit of Speyside and what we've got going on. Some events have sold out, which is wonderful. Great to see. Jason, our Cooper at Coleburn, you know, he's doing some demonstrations of raising a cask and inviting members of the group to raise a cask themselves. And of course, there'll be a range of wonderful drams to accompany that, following the cooperage hands-on demonstration. Health and safety have been really quite firm to make sure that we're not having people dramming and hammering and coopering all at the same time, which is quite understandable. I'm sure you would agree. I was at Coleburn today. I've just rushed back. You can probably see I've still got some grubby hands. I apologise for that. But I've been hosting a tour over at Coleburn this afternoon, and we're going to be hosting many more of these tours during the Spirit of Speyside Festival, where, you know, it's, again, you know, I think I would have definitely have said it last week, but the you know, the tour of Coleburn, our Coleburn whiskey warehouses, and you know, our operational facilities there is a really wonderful look behind the curtain. You know, a look behind the glamour of you know, the grand landscape of Scotch whisky productions. It's, you know, we're a very small producer in the landscape of Scotch whisky, but I like to think that what we're doing at Coleburn makes us certainly one of the most interesting. So if you want to learn more and meet some of our very experienced warehouse team at Coleburn, if you want to come and see the sheer variety of styles of whiskey that we've got maturing at Coleburn, you know, the varieties of styles and discovery of flavors, really endless, is really what excites me about our maturation site at Coleburn. So come along, book yourself on the tour of Coleburn. Throughout the week, we've got 3 tours a day. I think Saturday's looking very busy, but Wednesday, you know, if you want those more intimate tours, then certainly Wednesday and Sunday, come along. And you know, it's often those intimate tours where you get a little bit more kind of one-on-one time to answer those questions that you might be itching to ask. So yeah, Spirit of Speyside website, go check us out. Murray McDavid Whiskey Warehouse tours. Also, the information's on our website as well, so check it out. Cool. Yes, it's been one of those days. I think third sip in already, 10 minutes into Whisky Wednesday, my third sip. So many things going on. I mean, I was actually burning the candle at both ends last night, finishing off lots of new labels, because of course, you know, anybody who would have brought a bottle of Murray McDavid will hopefully have read and appreciated the work that goes into the back labels of each and every bottle. Completely unique set of course, tasting notes are going to be completely unique, but we like to tell the liquid story. You know, we like to give a bit of information about the distillery itself, and you know, also a little bit of insight into why we've created this whiskey, what we're looking to achieve by filling this liquid spirit into the Oloroso sherry casks. So yeah, I've been writing lots of those over the past couple of days, not just for our core releases, but we've got, oh my lord, how many have we got? I think there were about 18 different labels that I've been writing over the past couple of days for bespoke bottlings for whiskey lovers over in Germany. You have got some delicious whiskies coming your way, not just in our benchmark series, but we have 1 or 2 Mission Gold single malts coming your way, which stunning whiskey. We also have whiskey bespoke bottlings, single cask bottlings, working their way over to the Netherlands, over to Japan, and we do have a set of single cask exclusives which are due to be launched for the UK in well, the end of next week, I believe. We've got five UK exclusives, which I'm licking my lips in anticipation already. I'm just thinking about one in particular, which I think I may have spoken about before, the Carelila, the youthful, vibrant Carelila that we've tamed in an alluring Tokaj dessert wine cask, Hungarian dessert wine. The integration, you know, is just formidable. Very unexpected, to be honest. You know, working with such a vibrant style of Islay malt, with that peat raging through the spirit, the elegance of that Tokaj dessert wine. You know, it's very floral. There's lots of honeysuckle blossom notes that runs through Tokaj, quite buttery, and the viscosity plays such a vital role within the creation of that whiskey as well, because the viscosity of that Tokaj dessert wine acts as a vehicle of flavor from the peat, from that coastal peat, from that Carelila spirit. You can tell that I've been writing labels and waxing absolute lyrical about the old Carelila. It might be, it was a whiskey, actually, one of the last whiskies that I selected for bottling late last year, and it might actually have been my highlight of 2022 in terms of sampling for bespoke. So when that drops online, as the kids say, as that gets launched late next week, keep an eye out for it in retailers across the UK, because you're in for a real treat. We also have an interesting, a small batch UK exclusive, which we've not done before. Typically, they've always been single cask or bottlings from single casks, but we've got a small batch release of the liquid here, which is been maturing in a combination of port, Oloroso, and Madeira. So that's going to be an interesting one to look out for, and we're almost certainly going to have that as kind of our in-house pour for the Spirit of Speyside Festival. So come check it out. Come check it out. So Dan's been down in Birmingham over the weekend at Amy Seaton's show, which is wonderful show in the Midlands. I hear it went very well, and the refurb of the bond there of the venue, fantastic. So yeah, looking forward to joining on that one next year. Hopefully I should be able to attend it. I think I've missed the last 3 events that have been held there. So I'm really itching to get down to see the just crazy lot in Birmingham. We've been doing shows in Birmingham for a fair few years now, because it's actually just 30 minutes north of where I live down in England. So it's always been a place where we've been quite visible, and we've grown a nice friendship group down that way. So it's definitely a whiskey show, and a city that's close to my heart in terms of going out and sharing drams and spreading the good word of Murray McDavid. And I actually think we're going to be back in Birmingham. I think it's the middle of September for the Midlands Whisky Festival. So yeah, we'll see you again soon, all you Brummy lot. Can't wait. We'll raise a dram to that. Why not? It's Whisky Wednesday. So yeah, I couldn't make the show at the weekend, but that's not to say we haven't been busy with other activity. Oh, crikey. Over the past couple of days, me and Amanda have been hosting the wonderful team behind the Angel Share Journal. Now, if you've not checked out the Angel Share Journal, get on that Google and have a ganders. The Angel Share Journal, really classy, wonderfully put together journal about whiskey, and it's almost a look behind the curtain of the industry. It's not an editorial style, or certainly not an advertorial style of whiskey news, whiskey media, whiskey journal. It's full of beautiful photography as well, of course, which is close to my heart, and it gives you a real insight into the people behind the brands, and actually the real goings on, the day-to-day goings on in the whiskey industry. So me and Amanda have been at Coleburn with the crew over the past couple of days. I've been hosting them in the evening here at Dallas Do House, and I actually had to retire last night through an injury to my wrist, because playing snooker, we've got a wonderfully big snooker table. It's just too big for me. I mean, just stretching in. I've retired from the game of snooker. I retired a winner. Me and Andrew reigned champions over Paul and Dave. No hard feelings about that, guys. Up for a rematch. There will be chance for you to come and try your hand at a game of snooker. Dartboard's going up, I think, next week. It's going to be a feature within our Murray McDavid chill out session on, I think it's the Sunday during the Spirit of Speyside Festival here at Dallas Do House. It's going to be a very, very civilized, relaxed affair where there'll be members of the team, be it sales guys, be it warehouse folk, or there'll be a wide range of team members from Murray McDavid and ACO hanging about the house, sharing drams, but also they'll be in the front games room, you know, racking those 147s up, racking up the 180s. So get practicing. Bring your cues, bring your instruments as well. You know, we like to have just little impromptu music sessions up here as well. So yeah, if you're musical in any way, bring your guitar, bring your harmonica, whatever's convenient. Yeah, it'll be lots of fun. Check it out. Spirit of Speyside website, Murray McDavid website. It's the Chill Out at Dallas Do House. Lots of fun. So today's been a busy one. Today has been a busy one. I've actually got my hands dirty for once. Been in the warehouse where actually, surprisingly, I mean, I mentioned the temperature today. Overnight, I think some parts of Speyside up here fell down to -15 degrees. We've had quite a little bit of snow. Actually, it's not a huge amount. But actually, in the warehouse, it's actually milder in the warehouse at the moment because the temperature has dropped so quickly out here. The climate in the warehouse, you know, because of those thick stone walls at Coleburn, you know, retains the temperatures before, and you know, it's yes fallen dramatically outside, but it was actually just down to 4 degrees in the warehouse. I say just. It definitely still requires multiple pairs of socks, and that's only if you're in there for half an hour or so. But yeah, it was a busy day at Coleburn this afternoon. Had a good friend, Michael, who's one of the team from our German importers, Kirsch. He came over today. I've not seen Michael since since I did the tour with Michael. Michael very, very kindly arranged a Murray McDavid whiskey tour from the north of Germany to the south of Germany, visiting whiskey clubs, retailers, and hosted quite a few tastings that week, and was introduced to some German delicacies, of course. German sushi was a new one. That was interesting, Michael. Thank you for opening my eyes to that cultural experience. Maybe again next time. Once all of these bespoke cask samples, which you collected today, you get those back to Germany, I'll write those labels and we can do another tour with those whiskies. Let's make it happen. So yeah, Michael came over to Coleburn today, which was fantastic. We had a really lovely group from the Highland Whisky Academy as well, which is run by the good folk at Inverurie Whisky Shop. So that's why I'm a little bit coarse this evening. I've been spreading the good word of the art of maturation, Murray McDavid, and showing folk exactly what our whiskey practices are at Coleburn, you know, and how we create the future generations of our inspired Scotch whiskey. So yeah, very, very busy day, certainly on the voice box. But also, yeah, writing. There's been a lot of writing for myself and the team this week. Lots of new labels. I've mentioned Germany. I've mentioned High Spirits over in the Netherlands, Japan. But what I haven't mentioned, which is very exciting, is Murray McDavid are we're just about registering some new products to be launched over in the United States, which we've had a little bit of a hiatus from, but we're now introducing a new range of single casks especially for the US, and we are putting together a bespoke range of the Caskcraft series. So yeah, you're really going to be treated over in the States with a real eclectic range of flavors and whiskey styles. I just hope that means that I get to pack my bags at some point soon, getting away from these -10 evenings. Although I hear Chicago is a little bit chilly at this time of year. And of course, Chicago being, we have to go to Chicago if we're going to go to the States, because that's where one of our cast partners are located. Koval Distillery, of course, are based over in Chicago. So it would be rude not to go over there, but we might consider leaving it a few months if they're going to trump the. I can't see Trump when talking about our US partners, can I? Swiftly moving on. If their temperatures are way below what we're having here, we might just want to push that date back into warmer months. So yes, ladies and gents, that was another ramble on another Whisky Wednesday. Lots to remember in your calendar. Don't forget, end of next week, we've got lots of new UK single cask exclusives, along with a small batch exclusive for the UK. I've let the cat well out of the bag with the decadent, with the alluringly beautiful, astonishing Kerlila that has been matured in that Tokai cask. Stunning stuff, and it's like no other Kerlila that I've sampled in recent years. So really looking forward to engaging with you guys on that. I think what the plan is to we're going to be hosting an online tasting for the Murray McDavid Whisky Club, the Facebook group. Join it for more information. We're going to be hosting special tastings of the UK exclusives exclusively. Any more exclusives? For members of the Murray McDavid Whisky Club. So join the club, hear more about the special tastings that we've got going on over the next couple of months. And we can talk more and share more drams, and hopefully that will give you more of an insight into what we're doing at Murray McDavid, and also why we're doing it. You know, why? To create delicious drams, of course. So, folks, on that note, I genuinely have a couple of labels to write. So I'm going to see if there's any football on the TV. I'm going to put my laptop on my desk, and I might just have another little liquid. Ladies and gents, very good to broadcast to you again on another Whisky Wednesday. Next week, I will likely be in a new location, and maybe it will be in another location of one of our Spirit of Speyside Festival events. So until next time, thank you very much, folks. Enjoy the rest of the week, and I will see you soon. All the best. Take care.